Welcome back everybody to Saurus 001's channel, and this is Boundless. Today I have a slight issue because spicy beans can't really be found anywhere on the market at the moment. Well, they can be found, but they're extremely overpriced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head out and I'm going to go and grab some spicy beans. There's a farm that Fortunist has in his hub, and I'm just going to head over there. I'm going to grab as many spicy beans as I can because at the moment I need to make some paste base so that I can make, I think it's Boon Boost Paste 2 or whatever it is. But anyway, I need a lot of spicy beans because they're not just used for that recipe, they're used for something else as well. I can't quite remember what it is at the moment. I think it's the Greater Beacon Fuel or something like that. But anyway, I need a lot of spicy beans, so we're going to head out and we're going to get some spicy bean harvests in. So I've got some ruby balanced axes here, and we're going to switch it onto this page. Now the reason that I'm using the hammer page is simply because it has the gathering epic already on it. I have the gathering epic on it because well, when I'm harvesting with the hammers out in the field that I've got out here, because I've got a little field out here that gives me opal whenever I need to grab some opal. There's a big field out there that I can just gather heaps and heaps of opal. But with the spicy beans, the ruby hammer will be able to still one-shot the things. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and drink a super fast brew. Going to top up our persisting pie because we don't really need a starberry pie to do this with, so I may as well just preserve my items. Head here into the Fortunist thing and head over to Trong, and this is where his spicy bean farm is. Let's hope that no one has visited here already today. There we go. Right, so spicy beans. These ones are the ones that you hit for the spicy beans. And the bonus is that they'll give me fibrous leaves, which I can use for my, the shop stands and the request baskets and stuff like that. I'll run around here for a little while and just enjoy the video. Grab a whole bunch of these. I will be getting some sand and stuff apparently while I'm doing this as well, which means that I'll be getting a little bit of olivine fragments while I'm doing this. The sand I can sell, obviously, but yeah, the olivine fragments are awesome because they sell for about 30 cents each or something at the moment, I think it is. Actually, I don't know what price I have on those. I think it is about 30 cents though. I'm going to have to check the prices in my shop soon because, yeah, I think that my prices are a bit outdated. There are people still buying stuff, but they're not buying some of the items, and I think that's due to either my prices being, I think that's due to my prices being too high. But on the other end of the spectrum, there might be a few prices in my shop that are a little too low because some of the stuff that I've got in there sells out really quick. Now, I'm totally fine with the sand and the heat and stuff selling out really quick because after all, I do make a profit on that. It's like 7,200 per shop stand or something that I make from that. And to fill a shop stand, I don't even use an entire hammer, so or an entire shovel as it may be. But yeah, I need to check the prices. I'm pretty sure that the people that are buying like the peat and the sand and stuff in my shop are buying it off me and going and selling it at a higher price elsewhere, because I know that there are places that are buying like peat and sand and silty soil and stuff. I know that they're buying it for 0.6 cents or 0.7 cents depending on where you go. And I sell it at 0.5 cents. Now, the reason that I sell it at that price is A, to get people into my shop, because if they come in and they see the prices there, they'll check the other prices on the shelves and they may find something else that they want and buy that as well. B, because if they come to my shop, I do get footfall for them actually visiting my shop in the first place. And So that's actually the reason that I keep that there at that price. And some people buy, you know, Gleam and stuff because they've come looking for sand or whatever it is, and they see the Gleam and they buy that, or they see the Deco Stone and they buy that, or, you know, the myriad of other products that I actually have in my shop. And to get to the sand and stuff like that, they have to walk past my stand of hammers and shovels and things, and those are the big money ticket that I have in my shop. I make about $2 grand or something like that off each one of those hammers or shovels that sell, and that's not too bad. Although I do very infrequently restock those. They do sell out pretty quickly. I've just put some more hammers on the shelf today. There's some more ruby hammers and diamond hammers up there now. Their durability and damage and AoE, that's how I like to make them. I actually did some pretty good rolls with the ones that came up in the last craft, so I think they're actually quite good hammers that we've got there at the moment. And the advantage of making those hammers is that if no one ends up buying them, I end up using them myself, because I go out and I harvest on till or serpent serendi or whatever, and those hammers do come in handy just having them around. I do have a lot in my shelves at the base, but if they run out, it's good to know that I've got, you know, extras just sitting there waiting for me. But yeah, I'm going to grab a lot of these spicy beans anyway, so I'm going to be running around gathering as many of these things as I can. A couple of hundred would probably go down well. The reason that you want to use the Gathering Epic when you're hitting these plants is because it doubles the amount of stuff that you get out of the plant. Like, as you can see, instead of getting one spicy bean, I'll sometimes get two. Instead of getting like a couple of fibrous leaves, I'll sometimes get, you know, 4 or 5 fibrous leaves. It increases the gather rate from plants and boulders, so you actually get more bang for your buck, so to speak, when you're harvesting these sort of things. We're going to run around and just gather all the spicy beans, and then I'm going to head back to the base, because when I go back to base, I want to make myself the paste base, and then we'll see what happens. I might actually go out and gather some diamond or something today, because I want some more deco diamond in my base. I could also sell like the coal and stuff, and make some compact hard coal, some compact medium and soft coal as well, because that sells pretty well. And also I use that in like my furnaces, and I don't really use it for spark. When it comes to spark, I generally use compact peat, because it's just a far more efficient method. But when it comes to furnaces and things like that, you want to use compact coal. Compact medium coal or compact hard coal are the best, because the craft times are actually lowered. It actually crafts it faster. It gives you a bonus depending on the compact coal that you put in there, for the speed of the craft time. So I do like to get my compact coal out, and I am running out of the compact coal on the shelf, so I may have to do a bit of a harvest today, going through the diamond mine, gathering some stuff there. I'll have to go to Till maybe as well, because I need some gold and silver and copper, because at the moment I need to make some alloy. I need to do the healing potions. I have just made some more healing potions, some super smoothie healing potions, that'll be going on the shelf once I've actually finished crafting. But yes, so it's a lot of work to do today, so stick around, and if you enjoy these videos, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and leave a thumbs up if you do like the video, because it really does help support my channel. And yeah, thank you for joining me. And that actually reminds me, I should probably get out my chat window for the game. So I'll just stop for a moment and do that. Where are we? Boundless. Right. I'll just leave that there in case anyone decides to message me. Alright, so yes, Fortuna's joined me for my stream the other day. I think he's in bed now. He lives in what is it? Norway or Finland or something like that. Dutch. He's Dutch. That's right. Yeah, and yeah, he usually joins me for my early morning streams, but at this time of day, he's generally not up and about. Which kind of doesn't really make sense because we're plus 10. So I said, oh yeah, because he would be in bed. Yeah, it'd be like 3 a.m. or something for him over there at the moment. So yeah, but hopefully he might join us in a couple of hours. Come and say hello. And yeah, Fortune does some really good work in this game. Like this hub that he has, the Fortune hub, he's got farms of all different types. So I suggest you go and check it out. I'm not sure if you can actually find it on the TNT hub. Maybe with the Gallus TNT hub, I think you might be able to find Fortunus there. I'm pretty sure he's got a portal on the Gallus TNT hub. But yeah. Alright, so we'll gather as many of these as we can anyway. Not sure how many we'll be able to gather, but we're just going to keep going until, you know, either this axes are both gone or we run out of spicy bean plants to harvest. Yes, the spicy beans are coming through nicely. We should have about 100 or 150 by now. It is pretty slow going when you're harvesting these things because they're just, you know, a little bit tedious because you have to go individual plants sort of thing. There is no other way of getting these in the game, which I suppose is why they're coming more and more scarce, because there's a lot of people who need them for various crafts, but they're just, the drop rate is pretty low. Like you can hit 6 or 7 plants, you might not even get one spicy bean, you know, like I just hit 6 plants, then I only got 1 spicy bean. But yeah, it's one of those things you're just going to have to deal with doing in the game. There are people who obviously buy them, and you can sell them at a reasonable price, but at the moment I'm harvesting them because I want to use them. And that's the thing, like if there's people like me that are just harvesting them because they want to use them and no one else is harvesting them, the price of them starts to skyrocket, because if no one's selling them to shops and stuff, then yeah, the price of them keeps going up. Supply and demand is basically how it works. And considering they're used for things like greater beacon fuel and paste base, they're used for a few other things as well. Yeah, they're very scarce at the moment. That's alright, I know where to get them. And if you just come through here once a day or whatever, harvest all your spicy beans, you probably earn like 60 or 70 grand just from running around like I'm doing now. Because people are buying these things at about 45 cents per, which, as you can imagine, you know, you hit like 10 plants, you get about 4 or 5 spicy beans, you earned yourself about 600, well, 400 Aussie. Is that right? No, that's not right. You've earned yourself about 300. Yeah, 300 just from hitting 4 or 5 plants, and as you can see, you can harvest them pretty quickly. It's just a matter of, you know, getting your aim in. Get good, son. Alright. But yes, the bonus of this is that you get fibrous leaves as well, which can also be sold. The earth yams are pretty much valueless. There are so many earth yams in this game. They're not useful for anything unless you're going to make some earth yam stew or some earth yam pies. People do buy earth yam stews and earth yam pies, but it's so infrequent that they buy those sorts of things because they're just basically cake to make. They're so easy to make. You don't really find people buying them very often. So one of the easiest things to make in the game. Well, earth yam pie is not so much, but earth yam stew, yes. All you need to do is chuck an edible lamella and some earth yams into a furnace, and they cooked in like 10 seconds or something. So they're very easy to come by. I sell them for 10 cents because, you know, people do buy them at that price because they're just too lazy to make them themselves. But yeah, I do sell those occasionally. There are people who come through and buy them. Very occasionally, like I'm talking every once every 2 or 3 months or something. I'll get someone that will come in and buy my earth yam stews. Yes, the earth yam pies. I think I've only ever sold like one lot of earth yam pies. They don't get sold very often. So I don't really bother making them that often. Persisting pies and starberry pies, people will buy those all the time because they are a pain in the ass to make. And if they can just buy them, it's a matter of convenience. So it's basically a convenience purchase. And if you sell it at a reasonable price, then people will buy them. So just make sure you do the math on them because the price of exotic earth yams does vary, and the exotic earth yams are the main price factor in persisting pies. It may not seem like a lot, but you have to use 360 exotic earth yams, and exotic earth yams are worth like 12 cents or something. And you know, you don't have to be a genius to work out that's a lot of money. Like 4 grand worth of exotic earth yams or something goes into one batch of 50 pies. And when you divide the cost of the exotic earth yams over the cost of the pie, it's not too bad. But the thing is, it's just a painstaking process to make them because you have to craft like 4 different things just to make, you know, your butter. You have to go out and gather all the ingredients and stuff, and it really is a pain to make those things. So what I'll do is when I make them, I'll make up a huge batch, like say 500 or 600, and I'll sell 400 or 500 of them, and I'll keep the rest of them for myself because I use persisting pies all the time. They're very useful, especially if you're doing something like this, because like your energy will never get drained when you're doing this sort of thing. So if you have a persisting pie, it just means that you get better durability out of your axes or hammers or whatever you're doing at the time. If I'm doing like mining or something like that, I'll probably use a starberry pie because starberry pies are much better for that sort of thing. You can just continually mine with a starberry pie because the energy will get topped up quicker than you can use it. So that's a very handy thing to know about this game because you can just constantly go until your inventory's full and then dump off some of the rock and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend dumping off like the sand and the gravel and the silty soil and peat and stuff that you get. That stuff is valuable. You can sell that. And over the course of a mining venture, you could probably gather, you know, 700 or 800 of each of those, depending on what depth you're going to. The gravel you sell, well, 0.5 cents may not seem like much, but it's like 500 for a stack or 450 for a stack. And people buy it for 0.6 or 0.7 as well. So if they're buying it at that price and it's 500 for a stack, I mean, you could probably get a stack of coal or something instead in there, but it's just a matter of taste. Because personally, I sometimes use the sand and the peaty and whatever it is, I will prefer to keep the sand in that, just in case I want to make some glass or I want to make some compact peat. And if you're going out harvesting, it's like one stack for the sand, one stack for the peaty ones, and you can keep the silty in the same stack, sort of thing. So yeah, it's not too bad. And you know, I know that you could essentially get another stack of coal or another stack of diamond or whatever in to there, or even like you know, there's things. What's those things? The ones that make the ancient vital essence, fossils. You know, yeah, you could essentially get another stack of fossils or whatever in there as well. But those things, like, unless you're actually using them, they do sell pretty quickly if you have the right price on them. Like, for example, my iron, my copper, my gold, my silver, they all sell out very, very quickly. Like, I could top up the stand and tomorrow it will be gone because there's always people coming into my shop looking for that stuff. And now they've got the advertising for your shop stands that you can do. There are always people who are turning up that are grabbing this stuff on my shop stands. The advertising has really helped a lot because when I was running my shop over on Lazana, it was only word of mouth basically that told people that my shop was there. It was very hard for them to actually find it. And the way that I had to advertise it was I had this big portal to Gaiosha Open because Lazana was it was an Australian server and I had to go all the way over onto another server and put in a mall shop just so that people knew that my shop existed, and they'd go into my mall shop, they'd see that big portal and they'd head through to the main shop, you know. They'd also buy stuff in my mall shop as well, but how it would work is they'd see in my mall shop that there was stuff there and they'd go in there to find what they wanted, and then they'd see the portal at the back of the shop and they'd go through that portal. It was very expensive when it came to ort costs though, because the portal was costing me, I think it was 8 ort an hour or something. It was something ridiculous. So I was constantly out doing meteors, trying to get ort so that I could keep my portals open. These days I just have request baskets and occasionally people will come and sell me ort, but ort is in short supply at the moment as well. I don't know if they've decreased the spawn rate of meteors in the game or what's happening, but meteors aren't spawning in as frequently when you're out hunting anymore, which is a real pain in the ass because you can go 10 minutes waiting for a meteor to land, whereas before you'd be doing a meteor and 2 of them would land around you, you know, and then you'd just go and do those ones and so on and so forth. Occasionally you'd have a break of about 5 or 6 minutes where none of them would spawn, but now it's just ridiculous. Like, you could go 20 minutes and you won't even find a meteor, not a single meteor. And I think that that's the reason that the ort supply is actually drying up. Because if there's not enough meteors, then obviously there's not enough ort. And if there's not enough ort, then that means that people have to start shutting down portals and prioritizing portals and stuff. And yeah, it's just a pain in the nuts. Alright, so I don't know how many spicy beans we've got. I'll check in a moment. Still going around and grabbing all this stuff. I need to make that paste base. I'm actually not sure how many spicy beans I need for that paste base. I probably should check the recipe actually, because it'll tell me, you know, it needs 1 spicy bean, it needs 2 spicy beans, whatever in the recipe. And if it needs 1 spicy bean, that means it requires 18 for a full bulk craft. If it requires 2 spicy beans, then it needs 36, and so on and so forth. That's how those things work. Oh, hang on, no, it's 36 for 1 spicy bean, and 64, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm just going to have to check the recipe because I need to know how many spicy beans I'm going to need for this paste base. I would essentially like to make about 6 crafts of the paste base. because I want to make, say, 1,000 boon boost paste. See, this is the way that I do it. When something runs out that I'm using for my forge, I will go out and I will spend a day and I will craft just that item on that day, and I'll make thousands of them at a time, and then I'll just put them in the stack that I've got in my shelves up on the first floor of my base, and I'll use those over time, and when the next one runs out I'll go out and I'll craft that, and so on and so forth. So basically I say that the hammers and that actually make, like, that they cost money to make, because as far as I'm concerned, when I'm harvesting this stuff, I could sell it. So what I do is I plug in the prices of what I could sell it for, and as far as I'm concerned, that's what it costs to do my forging, or that's what it costs to make the item, and so on and so forth. And I adjust my prices in my shop according to what those costs are. And if you want to sell something cheaper than that, well, good for you. It'll sell pretty quickly, and then you'll have to do it again, but you'll be making a loss on your items. And I also make sure that I add the 7.5% tax in, because you use the tax epic when you're maxed out on your skill sheets, because I have one that's got the tax epic with my crafting and stuff, and I leave it on that most of the time. So yeah, so tax epic means that you pay 7.5% tax instead of 10% tax, and I calculate all of my calculations on the 7.5% tax. So, and what I do is I usually add 10 to 20% depending on the item to the actual cost of the item after tax, and that is the price that I put it in the shop for. The 10 to 20% may not seem like much, but when you're doing these things in lots of, say, 50,000 worth of items, 10 or 20% becomes 5 or 10,000 coins, and it does add up. It's just one of those slow burn sort of things. So you can't go for the quick cash grab, because you'll find that you never actually sell anything. So if you put like a huge cash amount on any of your items, yes, you may think that you're going to make a huge killing on selling those, and well, maybe someone will come along and buy it, but the chances of that happening are practically slim to nil. So you've got to have adjusted prices that are competitive. No one has a monopoly in this game. If you can't find it somewhere, you can always find it somewhere else. But yeah, just keep that in mind. You've got to be competitive if you want to run a shop in this game. Otherwise, just buy your hammers and things that you want, and craft things for yourself when you need them. Yeah. I'll check soon what the spicy beans are up to. We've probably got about 400 or 500 spicy beans by now. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 400 or 500. Maybe overestimating there. Probably be closer to 400 than 500. But we'll just check it. Oh wow, okay, so I've only got 237. Am I on the right? Yeah. It's... That is very strange. I should have been up to at least 300 by now. I don't know if they've decreased the drop rate of the spicy beans, but that would be foolish because they're in short supply at the moment. Yeah, because I should have been up to at least 300 by now. At least. I would have expected 400. How long have I been going at this? It's been almost 2 full fast pot buffs. So, yeah, very bizarre indeed. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, right. I'm thinking about putting in a hydroponics bay in the midsection of my tree at my base. I'm not sure what I'm... Yes, please, sweetheart. 10. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the hydroponics bay though. I was thinking like maybe I should do some more oats or maybe, yeah, I could actually put in exotic earth yams now that I think about it. I think that maybe exotic earth yams would be the way to go, because those are used and they're quite valuable. Maybe I could put in more cree nuts, because cree nuts are used for the boost oil, and people buy my boost oil all the time. So interested in getting some more cree nuts. The thing is, like, the reason that I haven't done it yet is because I don't even harvest the farms that I've got, to be honest. So putting in an extra farm is kind of just silly for me, because, like, I don't even know if I'll use it. And yes, I could spend an hour every day going around and harvesting the farms and stuff like that. But the truth is, I could go out and gather these things anyway. So what's the point of having the farm? I mean, for something like crane nuts, yeah, I suppose that's probably reasonable. That I should have a farm for that. But otherwise, yeah, don't know what I'd do with it. Because I know that if I put in another hydroponics bay, all I'm going to be doing is just leaving it sitting there. Because that's what I do with my current farms, and there's just so many other things that need to be stocked in my shop that yeah, I just really don't have the time for farming. I'd have to be playing for like 8 hours or something before it would come to the point where I'm like, hey, let's do my farming now. Because there's so much stuff that needs to be stocked in my shop all the time. All the time, there's stuff that needs to be stocked in my shop. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if I should put in a hydroponics bay, but I don't really know what else I could turn it into. I could turn it into another level of workshop. Like I could put in some mixers and some more extractors and stuff like that. That might actually be some way to go. Maybe some more workbenches or compactors or whatever. I'd have to get some more coils, some more advanced coils to do that with if I wanted to set up some more centrifuge, well, not centrifuges, but mixers and extractors and stuff like that. I don't know which one I actually use the most, but see, the ones that I've got, it's very rare that I actually even max them out. So putting in another workshop, probably not going to be worth my time, to be honest. The amount of times that I ever actually use it, it's just, yeah, I don't really think it would actually be worth my time. I mean, I never even max out the refineries that I've got. I don't even max out the workshops that I've got. Yeah, so putting in a secondary level of workshop, I'd have to be playing more often than I do to actually utilize it, but I don't really know what else to do with the space. I could turn it into like, I don't know, maybe a tourist attraction or something. Put in some, benches and seats, some tables, make it look like a bit, you know, florally and stuff. Get some flowers and chuck them in there. Oh, that's another thing that this gathering epic can do too. If I gather things with a shovel, occasionally it will gather the plant instead of gathering the items from the plant. So you can put in like flowers and stuff all around your base. I'd probably just use ghost flowers and stuff like that if I was going to do it though. But you know, you could put in stuff like this. You could put in boulders, all sorts of stuff, because it allows you to place them if you collect them like that. That's another thing that the Gathering Epic does. But for some reason, the Gathering Epic doesn't seem to be proccing very often. In fact, it seems to be a worse drop rate at this point. And I don't know what the hell's going on there. Like, usually you get a spicy bean from practically every plant. But at the moment, the spicy beans are so infrequent, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Actually, I'm just going to check for a moment. I'm going to change it to this one. I'm going to gather these again and see what's going on. Yeah, see, it seems to be gathering the spicy beans faster when I don't have the gathering epic on. Something weird going on there. Something weird going on, because the spicy beans are coming up more often this way. And yet the gathering epic is meant to double the amount that you get from plants, but it seems to be halving it. Doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe something's changed in the programming aspect of it or whatever, but yeah, I'm getting more spicy beans now than I was before. Very strange. I don't know, is there something wrong with the... Is there something wrong with the game? Is there some sort of glitch or something happening? Because yeah, I'm getting way more spicy beans like this. Very strange indeed. Very strange. Oh, I am getting more spicy beans like this. And that's without the gathering epic. How odd. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. Just glitched me through the ground for some reason. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway. But yeah, by now I should have 400 or 500 spicy beans if that gathering epic was actually working. But it didn't seem to be. And I'm actually getting more now. Which is really, really weird. Don't know what's going on with that. How very strange. Very strange. Yes, I'm definitely getting more now. Getting more than I was getting before. So the gathering epic is not working. In fact, if anything, it's halving the amount of spicy beans that I was gathering. It's not doubling it, it's halving it. So very strange. Yeah, I'm definitely getting way more spicy beans now. Very odd indeed. So yeah, I should have had way more than 350 spicy beans by now. I should have had tons more than that. If that gathering epic was working properly, I should have like 600 plus. But apparently it's not. And yeah, I'm actually gathering more now than I was before. How very odd. Anyway. Should probably gather some inky leaves as well, make some more signs and stuff. Could get those some gleam and make some more signs. I don't know if the price that I've got on the signs is actually still current. Is they might be cheaper than that to manufacture now. It's been so long since anyone's actually bought them. See, that's the thing, like if you put a large price on something and the price of them drops, then you're going to have to take a loss on that. So it's about inventory turnover. You have to turn over the inventory of your shop as often as you can, because the prices in this game do fluctuate. They usually fluctuate on a bi-weekly basis, depending on who's online and what they're harvesting and what they're selling and what they're crafting and stuff like that. Yeah, the prices do fluctuate quite quickly. Generally, what I do is, with the price standards that I have, I'll put the price on it and I'll leave it for about a month, and then I'll check the price on it again. Because some of the fluctuations can, be one thing one day and one thing another day. Like they'll just bounce between 2 points, is what I mean. And when they're bouncing between those 2 points, people will come and they'll buy them off you when they can't find them cheaper anywhere else. But the problem is when products drop in price, the crafting drops in price, and therefore the sale value of those crafted items also drops in price. And if you don't check your prices, like as I said, I do it like once a month, then you'll find that you've got severely overpriced items in your shop and no one's buying them, and you're scratching your head going, why isn't anyone buying these? But that's the reason, because the price has fluctuated to the point where your crafts are actually less valuable now. And the same conversely can happen the other way around. Like if the price of something skyrockets and you keep restocking it in the shop at the price that is well under, it will sell out in a day, and people will just go and sell it to other people's request baskets that are offering more money for them. Actually, there are some good tools online. If you are interested in that sort of thing, there are some good tools online that tell you where you can buy something and sell it at a higher price. Like it'll give you the locations of the places where you can buy it and then sell it at a higher price. Basically, you can just go to the TNT hub and step through onto each world and look at the prices yourself manually. But there is a trade tool. I don't even know what the trade tool is called. I can't remember. But just type like Boundless Trade into Google or Bing or whatever, and yeah, you'll find that you can actually just buy items, move them to a location, and sell them again, and you'll make a profit. That sort of thing goes on a lot actually in the game. It's just one of those things, like if you're a trader, you can do that sort of thing and it'll make you a little bit of cash. You won't earn huge amounts, like you might earn 2 or 3,000 from each trade that you do, but it's better than nothing. And if you've got no other way of earning cash at the time, which I don't know why you would have no other way of earning cash at the time, or you're just simply bored with running around collecting things, yeah, you can sell it there. You can buy and sell and make a profit. And sometimes you do actually find a golden trade. Like you'll find something that's being sold for, say, 20, and you can sell it somewhere else for 25, and there's like 1,000 or 2,000 of them or whatever that you can move. And at that point, you make 10 or 20,000 just from moving a few items around. Yeah, but that is the sort of thing that happens. It doesn't, like trades like that, they don't last very long on that platform. Like they're pretty much snapped up very quickly because there are quite a few people that actually do that sort of thing. But yeah, if you do find a trade like that, I suggest you take it straight away because you earn yourself 5 or 10 grand, depending, or sometimes even 20 or 30 grand just from moving the stuff from point A to point B. I mean, why wouldn't you? Yeah, some of these items, like, they do sell at a huge price. Like, for example, people are selling me Roadrunner feathers. Now, I'm buying these Roadrunner feathers for, I think it's 1,600 or whatever it is that I'm buying them for like 1,600, and I'm selling them for 2,000. Now that may seem great, but after taxes, I only pocket about 200 of that. And the thing is, like, I'll buy maybe 300 or 400 Roadrunner feathers, and a couple of months later, someone will come along and buy the whole lot. That's the way that works. But it's not a game where you can just expect to buy something and sell it straight away. That's not how this game works. And that's why you have multiple shop stands. Like you buy something at a set price with a request basket, and you put it on the shelf and you wait. That's the way that works. And eventually someone is going to come along and buy it. But it's not going to be straight away. It's never going to be straight away. Some of my shop stands have been sitting there, months and months and months with their stock in them. I've been adjusting the price and stuff as it goes, but eventually someone will come along and buy it. And yeah, you just gotta be very patient when it comes to this game. Like months at a time, it can take you to sell an entire stand. And yes, you'll make 20 or 30 grand when it sells, but that's the advantage of having 200 or 300 shop stands in your shop, because the shop stands will sit there for months on end. But if you've got, 1 or 2 shop stands that are selling things, you'll have them selling every day, 1 or 2 shop stands. And that's what you use to keep your portals fueled, or buy your hammers or your shovels or whatever, or do your crafting or whatever you want to do with the money. But yeah, what I do with the money is when someone buys, or when someone sells me stuff on a request basket, I'll top up the request basket with the money from the sales of those items when they sell. So basically, I'll buy the item, I'll buy the item with the request basket, put it on the shelf, wait for it to sell, and when it sells, I'll top up the request basket. That is, of course, unless it's something like, pulsating orbs or shimmering orbs or something like that. If it's pulsating orbs or shimmering orbs or like blood or something like that, I will keep those topped up with 20 or 30 grand at all times. And the reason that I do that is because, like, you'll go, say, a couple of weeks without anyone buying any of them, but you'll slowly be filling up the shop stand with the request basket filling from people selling to you. Now, once they actually sell all of that stuff to you and you've got a full shop stand, someone will come along and they'll buy the entire shop stand in one go because they're doing a big craft to sell whatever product. But you'll find that if you don't have a lot of them on the shelf, people won't even turn up to your shop. Like if you've got 2 or 3, no one is going to travel to your shop to buy 2 or 3 of an item. It's as simple as that. When you think about it, these crafts take, 30 or 100 to make one craft when you're doing the bulk crafting. And the bulk crafting is the most efficient way of crafting anything in this game. So, you need to have hundreds of any item sitting on the shelf if you are going to sell it. Otherwise, no one is going to buy it. You have 2 or 3 items or 10 or 20 items or whatever sitting on the shop stand, no one's going to buy it. And I find this time and time again, if I just stick like 30 or 40 items on the shop stand and none of them will sell, but then if I put like 500 or 600 on there, someone will come along and they will buy the entire lot. So the idea is bulk, bulk, bulk. Just get as much bulk as you can when it comes to selling items. Like for example, if you've got even hammers and shovels and stuff, if you're forging hammers and shovels and stuff, chuck them on the shelf by all means, but try and do like multiple types of hammers, multiple types of shovels, things like that. And I know that I've been a bit slack lately with my forging, but that's just because I've been playing other games. This is not the only game that I play. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I play a lot of other games as well. This is just the one that I'm playing today, and but sometimes I don't even stream when I'm playing games. And I think that's reasonable. Sometimes I just don't feel like going live or whatever the hell it is. Or sometimes I'm doing something in games that just I don't think people will find interesting, like in Empyrean or whatever, because if I'm just gathering asteroids to make crafts and make a bigger ship or whatever, I don't think anyone's going to be particularly interested in watching me doing that sort of thing. So I don't tend to stream those sorts of shows. But gathering these spicy beans, I think that's a little bit interesting, and I can have a bit of a chat to you about how the shop dynamics and stuff work as I'm gathering this stuff. And I think that we're actually almost all done with these spicy beans. We've probably got about 400 or 500 by now, hopefully. But yeah, it's really weird because the gathering epic didn't actually seem to help. Oh no, I haven't. My persisting pie ran out. I didn't even realise. It means that I've been out here over an hour now. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so the persisting pie ran out. But I've got to make some healing brews. I did make some healing brews the other day, which I've already put on the shelf, and I'm making the super smoothie healing brews at the moment. They're going to be going on the shelf soon. I've topped up my enriched bonding agent. I've topped up my deco gravel. I've got a lot more stuff that I need to top up before people will be coming back to my shop for those particular items, and before I can go out and start harvesting my staples like iron and silty and sand and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of work that goes into maintaining the shop, and yeah, it's just I don't have time to play all the games. I just simply don't have time. There are other things, more pressing issues in my life than playing games all day long. And I go out and I play D&D, and there's a lot of stuff that we do throughout the week. Like we go and visit friends, and we visit our support groups and stuff like that, and barbecues and all sorts of stuff, and we get around and get around, call it down from the wall, get around, on your call. But anyway, Yeah, but I'm not always playing games. I know that I have been a bit slack with coming out with new content on my channel lately, and I apologize for that, but it's because I have been doing other things. And life gets busier, you know, you get older, life gets busier. And I have to put my YouTube channel on the back burner because after all, it's not actually earning me any money at the moment. So when it does start earning me money, yeah, I might actually turn my attention to um, making some more videos. But until then, it's just a matter of getting subscribers and building the video base. And yeah, it's gonna be a little while before I actually get there anyway, because I've had like 2 extra subscribers in the last month or something. It's bloody ridiculous. It's because we had that burst water pipe in the wall. The channel was just starting to get somewhere, and we had the burst water pipe, and it just set back everything that I was doing because I could no longer come in here and do my channel and stuff. And then I sort of got out of the habit of posting videos and making new content and stuff. And yeah, so I'll eventually get back into it. It's just going to take some time, that's all. I've got another priority at the moment because I'm playing this game that's going to pay me some cash once I've actually gotten to a certain level in it. And I don't know. Oh, oh, very cool.
Enjoy.
Lovely.
Me.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, nom nom. Oh, nom 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 nom. Mm. All right. Lovely. Mm. Mm. Nom nom. Oh, where's Aldi chicken nuggets? Awesome. What was I saying? Yeah, can't remember now. Right. Oh yeah, I was talking about how my channel's been suffering lately because of what happened with the wall. I think I'm gonna have to make some new videos. No, maybe some Transport Tycoon videos or something. I do have an idea in mind for a Transport Tycoon video. It'd take a lot of effort, but I think it can be done. Might actually be quite a good video. It'd take a lot of work though. It's one of those, you know, do a lot of work for barely any gain sort of stuff. Oh, there's a beacon in there. What was that beacon's for? Excuse me. Oh. Alright, I think that will be enough spicy beans, yeah. So that's the thing, like, I wasn't actually harvesting much longer than I was before. And, yeah, I got way more spicy beans when... I got way more spicy beans when I didn't have the Gathering Epic on. So what's the point of using the Gathering Epic, you know? Anyway. So it kind of seems like a waste to me. Alright. I got the spicy beans. Let me go back to this page and base. Right, we need glass. We've got the bitter beans. We need glass. Don't think we have any glass at the moment. Yeah, we're going to chuck those spicy beans in there for now. You know, put the sand on the shelf and grab some olivine fragments. And some olivine fragments. Oh, they're 5 cents. Okay, so I was way off. But anyway, we got some fibrous leaves. Fibrous leaves. Earth yams. What's in there? Okay. Some starberries in there. Tallow. Right. Meats. And for some reason I have sap. Yeah, we got some wood, we got some foliage. There are some seeds. Wood. Wood is good. Might go on there, okay. Upstairs. Up in here. There we go. Done. And now we need to get glass. I don't think there is any glass. Oh, there is a little bit of glass. No, there isn't. Okay. So it's time to go harvesting glass. There they are. Right. I'm going to grab those out. These back in there. And let's go harvest some glass. This. Boom. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, let me through there. Thank you. Got to put it on the right thing. Yeah, it's got to be on page 4 for this. Brilliant having the farms right out my door like that. All right, let's do it. Plenty of bitter beans. And plenty of spicy beans now. It's just a matter of getting the glass together and making the paste base. Oh, hang on. I just had an idea that I already made some glass earlier. Yeah, I actually think I already made some glass. Well, that's alright. I can always make more. Oop. Right, do it. Regen. I'm using the regen method of harvesting today because I'm running out of amethyst with shovels. I'm going to be making topaz ones. Try and make them damage durability. Actually, not damage and durability. AoE damage, and if I could get a lightness gum or an ease gum or something for the topaz, that'd be good. So I'd either like them to be busy bee, where they use more, where they go faster, or I would like them to be, lightness boon, where they use less energy when you're using them. That or auto loop. We'll see what comes up anyway. Let's see what the actual thing that it rolls is. But I think I'm going to use an ease gum. A lightness gum, maybe. I don't know. I'll try and decide. But they definitely need damage. And they definitely need AoE. Those are the two vital components. Durability is not so important for a shovel. But if I could get like a energy usage reduction, that'd be good. Or busy bee boon, that would be nice. Don't really need to worry about the auto harvest factor because I always carry the chisel in my offhand when I'm doing this type of harvesting. Which, by the way, I have had this chisel since day dot. Since practically when I first started the game, I have had this chisel. It was actually a gift from Fortunist, and I have been carrying it around for years now. Always had this chisel. And as you can see, it's taken some durability damage, but that is mostly because occasionally I accidentally right-click while I'm holding it. But after years, I still have this thing, so it has been the most handy tool that I have ever owned in this game. Alright, let's get out of here. So, we gotta make some glass. This is all the furnaces that Fortunus uses for his glass. I'm actually gonna head through his main area as well, just so that he gets the footfall for the day. About 6 of his places I visited today, I think. Right, so let's go. Yeah, so that's what I thought. I did actually already make some glass. And here's some I made earlier. Oh, more fuel required. Okay. Ew, that's a bit of an issue. Okay. Just gonna grab a stack of 100 of those. This is why I need to get to mining. Because, yeah, running out of fuel. Right. Furnace. And boom, boom. Start that furnace. Boom, boom. Right. Start that furnace. Boom, boom. 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 Did I grab the glass out of there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, so we got the glass, we got the bitter beans, we got the spicy beans. Let's do this. Let's grab all those beans. Full of beans. And we want to make paste base. Alright, we got 11 crafts out of it. So that was pretty good. We are out of spicy beans now, though. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night and I can make you feel right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night and I can make you feel right. Okay, that's plain glass. Can we get rid of that? Alright, I'm going to chuck that in there. Okay, I didn't realize that was glass. That's plain glass. Can actually use that. Can I use that? Yeah, the oats. I could cover the oats with it. As for now, we've got some greater beacon fuel here. It's been a while since I've actually checked the beacon. Oh no, that's right. I checked it a couple of weeks ago and refueled it, so that's alright. Don't need to worry about that. I'm going to chuck those compact coals back on here. Grab some sand. And there's a little bit of silty here. Some raw earth yams. Alright, now, what is next? Well, mud. Mud may be something that I want to do. Lots of waxy earth yams. How much wax do we have here? We got plenty of wax. Got lots of waxy earth yams. Could make some more deco stone, maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got some refined stone here. Make some deco stone. Alright, let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night and I can make you feel right. Oh, some more greater beacon fuel. Nice. Okay, able to craft. Here we go. Decorative metamorphic rock. And we'll grab some different decorative metamorphic rock. And we will grab some sedimentary rock. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night and I can make you feel right. Alright. So that's that. Go upstairs. Bench up here. All those brew containers. Make some more sedimentary rock. Yeah, I need some peat by the look of it. Yep, I do. I need some peat. Okay. So, that's the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to go out and... Oh no, we've only got 150. Really enough. Might be enough to fuel a couple of them. I don't think I should make some more anyway. It's over here. Wax back. Brew containers. And rate of beacon fuels in here. Brew containers. Brew containers can go in here. Alright, so we've got 824 brew containers. So we can make some super smoothie brews and stuff like that. And healing pots. It reminds me there should be some healing pots ready over here. Yes, there is. Excellent. I don't use these super smoothies, but people buy them. So, super smoothie. 5. Boom. 551, that is right. Instant healing. Yep, so super instant healing, there's plenty of those. Super healing brew. Plenty of those. Alright, I think we should make some more healing brews though. The super healing brews. That's probably the way to go. So what do we need for the super healing brew? Let's take a look. Recipe super healing brew. Right, so we need bark, bucket of purified water, and restorative oil. So buckets of purified water will be one of these. Yep, there we go. And the other thing, bark. Woof woof. Go down here. Grab some bark. And resto oil. Resto oil. There we, oh, what the hell, man? Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Alright. Resto oil. In here, and that one. Alright, that'll make 600 of those. We need some more purified water, so I'd better get onto that. Purified water isn't just used for that. This enriched peat. This is stupid. Like, it's 550 heat and spark. Whereas the compact peat is 500 heat and spark. And these kindling shards are expensive as hell. So what's the point of using those kindling shreds? Like, they're worth like 23 each or something. So why would you enrich that like that? I can understand enriching the compact hard coal. That's 16,500, whereas a compact hard coal, well, actually that's not much of a difference. So how the hell are these kindling shreds worth so much? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm aware that it gives you like a little bit more spark, but it's not worth it. it's definitely not worth it. There is no scenario where you would pay that sort of price for kindling shreds. Like, if it was going to be kindling shreds, you'd expect to pay like maybe 1 or 2 cents for a kindling shred to actually make it worth your time. But the price that people put on kindling shreds, look, I'll just give you an example. We're going to head over to Airy, and I'm going to show you right now. Look at this. I'll type it in. Kindling shred. Buy from 22 cents. 22 cents for kindling shreds. Like, what the hell, man? I didn't realize that camera wasn't looking at me properly. Um, uh, for some reason, I'm having a slight problem with the camera. But yeah, the kindling shreds, 22 cents. Why? Why would you pay that much for them? Like, that's pointless, right? You're paying 22 cents for one kindling shred, and it bumps the amount of spark that you get out of something when you use 5 of them by about 10%. I mean, but if you're paying 22 cents for them, that means you're paying essentially 110 to bump it by 10%. That's not worth that. You know, you could buy 5,000 worth of spark for 110. So it's really not worth it. It's just stupid. I don't know how people can even justify selling them at that price. But whatever. Whatever. Right, so the next thing that we need to do... There's no inkies, there's no fleshies. No blood there. There's oats. Oats are gone, rice is gone, wild stock eyes are gone. There's so much stuff missing off these shelves at the moment. No topaz, ruby, sapphires, none of those. Actually, what I should start doing is buying diamonds and rubies and sapphires and things. Okay, so coal has become the main issue at the moment. I am so low on coal. I use it for my furnaces, so I need to go out and get some coal. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab diamond heavy hammers. Right, we've got the diamond heavy hammers. 3 of them. We're going to go out harvesting diamonds and stuff. You're going to put the bark back on the shelf. Oh, I better put those buckets back as well. I'll need those for later. Alright, buckets. Pick the bucket. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to this one. Gathering epic. Don't really need anything else here, do we? Epic, we've got the damage epic. Don't think we actually need anything else. Durability drain. Okay, well we don't have impulse resistance, but that's alright. need volume crafting. Don't need chisel. Shadow effect epic could actually help, but I'm going to be underground most of the time, so it's probably not a reason to use that. Yep, alright. Let's see, what level are we up to? 325, 326. We're up to level 326. Okay. Whoops, what am I doing? This one. Chuck our hammers in. And we are going to get a starberry pie out for this. Whoa! There is a shop here all of a sudden. Interesting. Yo, 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 yo. That's funny. Anyway, got my starberry pie. I got my pie, I got my diamond coal. Alright, let's go. Do it. Do I have... Oh, crap. Do I have my atlas? Please tell me I've got... Oh, crap. I'll bring my atlas. Doesn't happen to be an atlas here, does it? Oh, yes. There we go. Buy one of these. I don't have to go back home. Okay, I'm going to chuck that in there. And we'll chuck that there. Alright. Head down here. Whoop. Okay. Right, there are diamonds around here somewhere. Let's find one. And load it up. Oh, there's one. There we go. Right. Diamond in the atlas, thank you. Excellent. Now, let's take a look. Yep. So we're just going to head in this direction. Let's go. I got my spine, I got my orange crust. Okay, so we're a bit low at the moment. Get up a bit higher. Like diamonds do spawn down till bedrock, however the gold and silver does not. It only spawns to level 10. So, yeah. And then here, get some harvesting done. Boom, boom. Got my spine, got my orange crush. As you can see with the starberry pie, I don't actually have to stop at all. I'll just keep harvesting. Yeah, time is precious, that's for sure. Comes to harvesting. I'm also probably going to have to go and hit up hill for a little while. some silver and copper, gold and iron. You get a little bit of soft coal from that as well. And it's basically going to harvest for maybe a couple of fast potions and head back and make the compact coal that I need. And we'll also make some compact diamond that we can turn into refined diamond and then turn into deco.
Lots and lots of resources. Lots and lots of resources.
Alright. Well, we are out of room. Got my spider, got my orange crush. Okay, let's check this atlas because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, I was going in the wrong direction. That's why I wasn't finding any more diamond. machine. The super fast brew. All right. Well, I think we're going to be full up pretty soon. Jump up on here. Up here. Whoa! Oh, cool. The hell did that come from? Alright. Let's see what kind of loots we got. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Yes, we have enough coal to make some compact coal. 173 diamonds. We don't quite have enough diamonds, but that's alright. I'm not really here for diamonds at the moment. So I'm just going to return to Sanctum, head back to base, start making the compact coals, and then I'm going to call it quits for the afternoon. Go do something else with my day. Alright, compact coal. Do that in here. So, grab that. Able to craft. Oh, can't do the soft coal, but we can do medium coal. We can do the hard coal. I wonder if we've got enough hard and medium here. 386 hard coal there. If we grab 300 of it, should be able to make another craft. Yes, excellent. Now, this compact diamond requires 360 to get going, so we're not going to bother with that right now. Anyway, we'll chuck this soft coal in here. Hard coal in. Oh. Give me a second. Oh, no, it's only 200. Never mind. And I'll put these diamonds on the shelf. Diamonds. And we'll top this up with titanium and stuff. Titanium, titanium, galore. Don't think there was any silver. Nope. A little bit of copper here. And mostly iron after that. All iron, yep. We've got these rocks. The rocks are going to go on the shelf. For usage at a later time if needed. Right, and the sand can go in the sand stack. And the gravel can go in the gravel stack. Now we got stones here. Go that in there. Oh, okay. Stones can't go in there. Grab some olivine fragments and saltpeter, cobalt, and sulfur. Opals, rock salt. Someone actually bought my rock lobster the other day. Alright, let's go. These stones are going to have to go on the shelf up here. At the moment, I've got nowhere else to put them. They're going to have to go in there. Right, so that would mean that the paste base is ready, but I think I'm going to have to deal with that another time because I am done for the day. If you enjoy these videos, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.